Our next act also comes from our drama department, musical theater department, and this is entitled Young Frankenstein, and it is based, the spoof is directed by Mel Brooks. It's based off of Mary Shelley's Gothic tale, and the grandson of Victor Frankenstein, a neurosurgeon who has spent his life living down the legend of his grandfather. Would you please welcome Young Frankenstein.
When your name is Frankenstein, people expect a lot from you.
They expect you to reanimate dead bodies, have an assistant named Igor,
and go back to your home in Transylvania to settle the estate of your grandfather, Victor Frankenstein, or you might just meet your grandpa's old girlfriend.
But even if you don't want to do any of these things, it's hard to defy expectations.
Of course, you might find yourself chased by an angry mob of villagers with torches and pitchforks.
Young Frankenstein
by Mel Brooks and Thomas Meehan.
Pardon me, boy, is this the Transylvania station?
Dr. Frankenstein!
You startled me. And that's Frankenstein.
You're pulling my leg.
No, I'm not.
Then your first name, do you pronounce it Frankenstein?
No, Frederick.
Oh, come on, as you wish, master.
Master. So you must be Igor.
Yes, and it has always been my dream that one day I would work for you just as my grandfather worked for yours. We'll go to the graveyard at midnight and dig up a nice big fresh corpse.
No, I wouldn't. I would never. I couldn't.
And the fantastic things we'll do, it'll be like old times, you and me. Right up there with the world's greatest payers. Like Laurel and Hardy, like Kemp and Bacardi, like Juliet and Romeo, ebb and flow, to and fro, together again.
Together again for the first time, we've only met in a dream. Up until now it's been the worst time, but now that you're here we're a team. Together again for the first time, haven't a woe or a care, no longer a bad or a cursed time. It's easy to see, you have to agree, we're destined to be a great pair. No, you don't understand. I'll only be here for a couple of days to settle my grandfather's estate. Then I'm headed straight back to New York, no laboratories, and no creatures.
Bet you change your mind, master. Climb aboard, master. It'll be off Castle Frankenstein.
Golly gee, Igor, how many times do I have to tell you I have no interest in continuing my grandfather's wacky work?
Really? I even went so far as to hire a local girl, Inga, to assist you in your wacky work.
Well, you shouldn't have, because I have absolutely no use for...
This is the girl, Inga.
How do you do, Doctor?
How do you do?
What do you say, Doc? Should I fire her?
I'd like to sleep on it. I mean, I'd like to think about it. But first, how are we getting to the castle anyways?
A Heifetz-Schruten Fruitenwagen.
What's that?
A hayride. Your troubles away. When spirits are sad, you just jump on the wagon and run. Run is the hay. Run is the hay. Run, go right all day. When life is a floor, just jump on a struggle and run is the hay. I'm very high-spirited, Doctor. I hope you don't hold it against me.
I'll try not to.
So, have you started any ways you could use me?
I've thought of two, but I'm working on a third.
Rolling the hay. Sometimes love finds a way. You might steal a kiss from an unfitting miss who's not too resistant to play. So let's roll, 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 rolling the hay.
Welcome to Castle Frankenstein.
Good evening and welcome. welcome, Dr. Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein.
A steed, yes, of course. And who, may I ask, is this lovely young creature?
This is my new laboratory assistant, Inga.
Assistant, ha! So that is what they're calling them these days. All is in readiness for your arrival here, Doctor. If you will follow me.
Is that his portrait?
Ja, that is your grandfather, Victor Frankenstein.
Handsome.
Ja, very handsome.
Then you and Victor were.
Yes. Yes. Say it. Say it. He was my boyfriend.
He was your boyfriend?
Yes. Love comes when you least suspect it. Love dances in on you. I thought maybe I could direct it, but I never expected a guy like him. He was my boyfriend.
How I Did It, by Victor Frankenstein. Preposterous. As I began a series of experiments, I became capable of bestowing animation upon lifeless matter. It could work.
It could, and it must. And you are the only man alive who can do it.
Ja, she is right, darling. I'm the doctor.
This is it, Igor. Throw the first switch.
Yes, master.
Now, throw the second switch.
Yes, master.
Now, throw the third switch.
Not the third switch.
Yes, the third switch.
Okay.
What was that?
It's alive. He's alive now in creation.
Oh, doctor, you've done it. I could kiss you.
So could I.
We are your friends. Would you like us to set you free? What was that?
It's someone upstairs at the door.
It must be the villagers.
We must hurry.
Ladies and Transylvanians, it is my great privilege tonight to introduce to you a man who is both famous and infamous. So, with no further ado, do let me present Dr. Victor Frankenstein. Oh, make that steam!
Yes, and now, ladies and gentlemen, from what was only recently an inarticulate mass of lifeless tissue, I present to you a cultured, sophisticated man about town. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Different types you wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cuts away coat, perfect fits. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying so hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper! Puppets mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks and umbrellas in their midst.